Well, is it? Oh, good evening, Roughneck community. Welcome to Monday night, 7 p.m. stream. Or is it 6:30? What time is it? I have no idea. Camaro boy, what's going on, man? What's going on? Ugh. We got a little bit of we got a little head. We got a little head. Get it? Just a little head. Close enough to 7. Yeah, I guess so. Close enough to 7. You're right. You're right. No glasses on the face. What am I thinking? I have no idea. Give it a few minutes. See who might pop on to watch this. Watch this, my silliness. Having a tall glass of caffeine. You're doing the same, not doing much. Yeah, I almost called you, but I ran out of time. I was gonna bring you back your I was gonna bring you back some of your radios and the leftover. Damn, my brain is not working. But yeah. Hold on, let me see what my dog is doing. Hey, what are you doing? Come here, Sass. One second, man. 1 second. I'll be right with you. She's chewing on something. Probably something she shouldn't be. Those are glasses. You can't have glasses. You better grab her. You got your glasses. Oh, I'm back. I know, Camaro boy. No rush. Yeah. Dog got a hold of a pair of glasses. Not this kind of glasses. This kind of glasses. So that was I had to run through the house. Sorry about the interruptions. Let's see. How's the sound going, man? You guys hearing me okay? Sorry about the interruptions. Yeah, you know, You know, Camaro Boy, when the fat boy has to run through the house, like, damn it. Emmett. Well, tonight's stream is a little different. It is not a Talking Wrench episode. As you can see, this title is completely different. Is it the end? I bet you guys are all wondering about that. Why do I title stuff that way? Sound is fine. Thanks, Camaro Boy. Some of you who know me close might know my frustrations with the YouTube algorithm and how all the loopholes and things you have to jump through to become a successful influencer, YouTuber, and make money. The system to me is rigged. They don't want you to succeed. They want you to fail. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to swear and go off a rant. We are literally going to be working on stuff. After 15 years of, well, it's probably close to 15 years, maybe slightly less, but of doing this, I think maybe it's time for me to walk away. Not walk away from the hobby, not walk away from RC, but walk away from YouTube. And I know I said this a few times. But every time that I say it, I have a hard time giving up. It's the fighter that's in me. It's like, I know it's a losing battle. I know that I'm losing. I'm losing big time. I lose money to bring you content because I have to buy stuff to bring you content. And as far as RC stuff goes, adventures can happen anywhere. But I'm in a situation right now where the funds have dried up. There is no money. No money means no more RCs. No more RCs means no more new content. And I know from the world in general and how RC people are, if it isn't the newest and greatest thing in front of the camera, they don't want to look at it. Well, some people, like me, in my situation, cannot afford the newest and greatest thing, and we cannot afford to buy every month or every couple months a brand new RC to bring you the newest and greatest thing. And hence, I have no income, so I can't buy anything new, and therefore I cannot fund this channel. So this, like it's titled, is this the end? Well, is it? I'm not 100% sure. This was the last build I told you guys about. This is my Joker build. Someone pointed out that they don't necessarily think I cut the vinyls good enough, that they expect better out of me. Well, guys, literally, I was cutting these with a dull pair of scissors, not a razor blade, and all my razor blades are dull, and I have no money, and I have to make do with what I have. They were mainly discussing how right in here it's not a perfectly straight line. Well, it's not. Now, I can go in when I get a good razor blade, probably trim this out a little bit better, but honestly, I can't redo this. Like, I don't have a good friend of mine. You may see him in chat every now and then. His name is Camaro Boy. He made me these graphics. He gave me the purple vinyl because he knows I was having a hard time painting. I came up with this. I'm very happy with the color coordination with this. I kind of really like how the gray goes into the purple. I think it looks good, and it means that I don't have to repaint the cage green because I think it all ties in as a nice livery like it is. My cut lines are not as straight as probably someone that has more patience than I do. And there's spots here, like in the vinyl, like right here, could have been done better. I was being very conservative. I should have cut even more length, but to make this fold, it just has this little, like, I can be picky, but in the end of the day, it is what it is. And this is an RC car, and it will go through dirt, sand, mud, stuff. I do believe this is the RC car I am taking with me on my trip. So, yeah, guys, like, come on. Like, I literally... don't know what you all expect. If you ask me, it's damn good for my first wrapping job with vinyl. I'm not really a vinyl guy. Now that I know what I want for a livery, maybe down the line when I have a little bit of money, I can have someone redo this livery. But I really like the gray and purple and with the green. Ha 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 ha. Was that a good Joker laugh or what? Come on. So there is that. What are we doing today? Well, these rims, I'm waiting for to put these tires on. I'm waiting for some inserts, so then we can get these. Our J Concept Scorpions 2.2s. I should be having them tomorrow, with any luck. But we are doing a couple things tonight. And that's all to do with this very rig. Here's to you. I think my livery looks good. I'm little think the ha 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 ha's in the very front here, the little tiny purple that's right here, I think that needs to pop better, or I need to put something there. But literally right now it's the ha 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 ha's and they're in purple. I almost think they need to have a green version of that overlapping that, like I kind of did with the Joker, or vice versa. I'm not 100% sure, but needless to say, this is supposed to have green rims, and it doesn't, but it has the megalithic tires. I like these megalithic tires. I really do. I'm a big megalithic tire fan. But Camaro Boy says, beauty of being vinyl is it can be peeled off and done again. Endless color schemes possible. Absolutely, you are correct. And I will have to bring this rig when I come by before my vacation, so that you can check it out, and maybe we can make a better purple template of this, so it's straight and perfect like everybody wants it. You gotta be perfect. Guys, don't you get the Joker is far from perfect? Ark Wolf, hey man, what's going on? Hey, they're in my truck. I work until 4:30. Yes, you do. Send me your work address, because I'm going to be in the area. Maybe we can save you a trip out my way. After the stream, of course. Any case, for this stream, because we know these are going to go on the 2.2s. Why the 2.2s? Give it a little bit higher. Oops. Clearance. We're going to put these pins on. We're on green rims. Just so you all can see on this stream, because this may be the last time you ever see me stream, or it may not. I have no idea. But we're going to stick these on. Granted, we're just doing it to see how it looks with the green, so you can see it in all its glory. So that is what we're going to currently do. Oh, I know, boring. Don't worry, we're going to get into something else too, possibly, depending on what time it is. I do got to get up pretty dang early to get to the DMV tomorrow, meaning I got to be at the DMV at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Freezing cold and ice and snow. Welcome to the land of ice and snow. So, just for ha-has, we're going to put these cheater pin tires on. What you say, cheater tire? They are considered a cheater tire. Though, not the best for mud or in all terrain and trail, but on the rock, they're considered a cheater tire. As you can see, like, first of all, one of the things I like about megalithics is that they're not a directional tire, meaning you can put them on either way you want. They work perfectly fine, and I love that about the megalithics. I also really think they are one of the top performers J Concepts has out there. And probably one of the ones that I would recommend to anybody to run for the kind of running we do. Now, we do a little bit of everything. We hit those trails, and there might be mud one day, and it'll be perfectly dry the next. We also do rock climbing. I think the megalithics are a nice, perfect tire for what we do with our terrain where we currently live. But this was the plan for this truck from the get-go. Was I wanted to do a Joker livery, and I wanted to do it on this because this looked like something Joker would drive. And anyone that knows the Joker character knows that his two colors are purple, and green. Let's see if I can get you a better angle. You tell me in the chat what you think. That's the idea. But with a different set of tires, slightly bigger, and a different type of rim. I like the green. I kind of like green regardless. I'm kind of biased that way. Like, emerald is one of my favorite colors. And I know I don't have technically an all emerald truck, but it is one of my favorite colors. Now, maybe you guys can settle an argument for me. I was arguing with a good buddy of mine before this stream started. He insists that this optic is a better performer than my Executioner. Come here, everybody. Oh, you got tires. Oh, yeah, we got tires. We always have tires. Camaro boy, these pin ones, they're like ultra soft. They're more like, these are more for rock than the stuff we normally drive on, but I'm gonna have probably, depending on what I'm driving this on, I'll be able to switch in and out between a smaller gauge tire like these pins or the Scorpions. And eventually I'll get a set of megalithic 2.2s too. I asked Camaro Boy. Yes. Camaro Boy says he remembers me saying, "Oh, I was waiting for some." Still am. These are not Camaro Boy, the ones that will be the permanent tire. But these will give you guys what the general look I was going for with this rig would be. Now, of course, I need to put lights on this truck because you gotta be able to run at night. So, Camaro Boy, just so you know, these right here are the tires that I have to mount up on these rims. But I'm waiting for, which Arc Wolf has, and I should have them tomorrow, my silicone inserts for inside these. These are J Concept Scorpions Green Compound. Kind of an all-terrain style tire, but very soft compound. So somewhere between a megalithic type style tread and a pin. Probably great for trail. Still like my megalithics better, but maybe it's just the word megalithics. What the? Come on. Sit on it. But not only do we have green tires and rims, which makes this whole entire rig together. I think it's a very cool aesthetic. But what rig is not complete without the man himself, the man of the hour, Joker? We have Joker himself, his head. So, everybody likes a little head. Let's move the vehicle off the premise, but his head will go on the driver. His head will go onto the driver. But before we can put the head, which is about the same size as the driver's head, before we could do all that, we need to make Joker the proper color. He is in primer right now. That's why he's red, and I did that off screen. Let's pick up this cool rig and move it. What do you think? Should I dye my hair green, paint my face white, and be a fat boy Joker? Yeah, he got a little body. He got a little body. Got a lot of body. Little body Joker. Little body Joker. Little body Joker. Joker. I actually need to take this T-wrench with me. I have to pack that away. Gotta pack that away. We gotta take a little quick gamble over here. Controls. Yeah, a little control box. And it has to be plugged in because lots of phone time today. Lots of phone time. What are we going to do with the little Joker head? We have to paint the little Joker head. For that, we have some handy dandy little bit of water inside the cup here to rinse our watercolors up. We have a couple little brushes. Some high-end, little tiny tip brushes. And if you're wondering, like, well, that's water and that's a paintbrush, but where the hell is the paint? Oh, but we got paints here too. We do all sorts of kind of hobbies that you guys might not know all about all of them, but we got some paints. Oh yeah. And I got to get some more coffee because we can't paint without the coffee. We need the coffee. Lots of coffee. But before we go get coffee, we're going to set out our paints that we need for Joker. Okay, so first tray of paints. Joker's a wild man. This is ash green. I don't know if I want to do ash green for his hair. I do know we need white. So we got matte white right here. Damn, Matt, you're white. Matte white. Yes, I got dad jokes. I think like a goblin green for his hair. Goblin green for his hair. Goblin green. Okay? Let's see. Now, Joker has bright red lips. So, we can either go with the primer red that's on his lips right now, or we can do some dry rust. But if dry rust isn't your cup of tea, we have pure red. Let's take a look at these. I'm thinking pure red. Those are our Joker colors primarily. Of course, you have some, his teeth will be red, white. You got his eyeballs that you have to kind of think, which I think we might make his eyes green. I'm not sure what color eyes Joker really has. But we might do that. We'll put this little head there. We'll put our $1 million worth of paints over here. And we have another paintbrush. Very, very fine tip. Guys, these paintbrushes cost. They're not cheap. Anyone who thinks painting miniatures is cheap, they are wrong. Very, 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 very expensive. Just try getting into Warhammer or something. Trust, I know. I have armies painted for Star Wars Legion. I have miniatures painted for Heroes Quest. Like, literally, like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Cheaper than RC, but not cheap enough. Let's take a look at what dinged on my door, shall we? Who is dinging at my door? Who is dinging at my door? Alright, so that is where we're at. We got our 3 basic colors that we are going to be working with. We have our paintbrushes, which are lined up right here. And this is RC related, but it's also a little bit of a painting thing and a little bit of different things going on right here. And we got our water right here. What we do not have is more coffee. Where's that blasted coffee girl? Man, I know she was around here somewhere. Coffee girl, coffee girl, coffee girl. Nope, no, coffee girl ain't responding. No coffee girl for me, huh? Well, dang it. What could I say? I must go up and fire the coffee girl and pour it myself. Because what kind of coffee girl doesn't get you coffee when you say, here, coffee girl, her only job was to get the coffee. And guess what? It's empty. So we're going to go and fire the coffee girl and pour myself another cup of coffee. Literally, if you guys think I have money for a coffee girl, you guys got something coming. I'll be right back. Here's a little sweet tune to keep you company while I pour some coffee. I am back. Come here, boy. You remember? I was waiting for some. Yes. Hey, come here, boy. Gotcha. Got the two people watching. So, I got my coffee. I fired that coffee girl. Coffee girl's job was to bring me coffee. She didn't bring me coffee. So, coffee girl get fired. So, painting. I had to primer him in this color because I had no other kind of primer available. Normally, you want a neutral color to primer him, or white or a lighter color. I didn't have that, so we have what we have on hand to do this, and it must get done because we must have Joker driving his fun bag wagon. So we take this, we take a little bit of whites. You see, I have some other containers like this. Doesn't matter if I use the inside or the outside. Whoop, drop my paintbrush. And you take a little bit of this white. Just a little bit. And you put it right there. You just put a dab. Dab. Can you see that dab? Do you see that dab? Oh, maybe you can't see the dab because Joker's face is in the way. Do you see the dab now? Can you see the little dab? How about now? Can you see the dab now? Huh? Nice little zoom in right there. Dab of white because we know we're going to be using that. Okay? We are also going to, that's all the white we're probably going to need. Hopefully we don't need any more. Sometimes you need a little bit more, but that is what I'm judging, all the white that I will need for this project. Now, whoop, we're going to do another dab. A little dab will do ya. A little dab will do ya. We're going to take the green. Oh, yeah, the green. Green. And we're going to put over here in this corner a little dab of green. Little dab of green. Then we're going to take the red. This is getting stuff ready. And we're going to do the same thing over here. The red will come. We'll be doing good. A little bit of red. Now, that should be, zoom in, boom. This should be enough paint to do this little head. Because everybody wants a little head every now and then. Gotcha? Gotcha. Or if you're like me, you're like a lot of head. Don't worry, ladies. I oblige back. I have what they call the devil's tongue. Alright. We are zoomed out. We get his head. We get his head right here. We might have to go in close. We have 3 different paintbrushes here. This being the finest, which we probably don't need only for our fine work. This being the thickest, which is probably a good starting point for this. We're going to work from light to dark. And we're going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Now these are water-based colors. So a little bit of water that I have in the top here. A little bit of water. Have your paper towel ready. You might need it. You know, sometimes a little head can get messy. And grab some white. Now Joker's face is primarily white. So you're going to grab his little head. Grab my little head. Right down here. And you're going to take a little bit of white. And you're going to slowly work it on his flesh. Yes. A little bit at a time. Remember, Joker wears clown makeup, so you want him to be white. He's one pasty guy. Yes. Pasty guy. And you're gonna go nice and easy and slowly. And slowly. Turn him white. If you get a little on the hair, it's okay. A little bit on the hair. We'll show you in a second. I mean, it doesn't look like much right now. You gotta work it. You gotta work it good. You gotta work that head good. Get the full effect, you know? A little bit of water. Thin this out a little bit. As we, I notice his ear's right here. His ear has to be white too. So we want to get up on that. Get on up, get on up. Nice and slow. Up on the nose. You see, I'm avoiding the eye area right at the moment because that's going to be a little touchy. As he becomes more Jokerish. More Jokerish. Hey, anybody out there want to build a Batmobile? And Batman and Joker can get it on. That just sounded horrible. I just realized that. I don't mean get it on like that. I mean car chase, guns, shooting, Jokerisk. Because he wants to kill the Bat. The Bat. I might have to build a Batmobile. It never ends. Being creative can be a curse. Guys, can be a curse. See? We are painting. Mr. Joker. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We got his ear right here. Well, make sure you get that ear. You don't have to be perfect, but get that ear good. Get it. Get it in. Get it in. A little bit of white here. Get some down there. Actually, I find painting miniatures used to be quite relaxing before my eyes started going. Like I said, don't worry if you get a little bit on the hair. Maybe he's an aging Joker. Maybe he's old like me. Old like me. Now we're going to get his eyebrows white because that's going to make it pop a little bit. We're going to try to work a little bit around his eye and his nose right here. You literally can probably paint over top of them because you're going to be adding more color. But we are doing the Joker-esque thing. Gotta get underneath his nose. Add a little bit of water. Now remember that Joker wears kind of white clown paint-ish stuff. So it being perfect is not necessary because he's crazy like me. And some more coffee for me. A little bit of water on my brush. A little bit of water on my brush. People are dinging me. But I'm busy. When I was younger, I painted miniatures like crazy. I found just sitting there listening to music and painting to be relaxing. We're going to try to get his teeth. He's a little bit on his teeth. A little bit on his teeth. On his teeth. I'm not too concerned about his lips right at the moment. Don't you worry, we're gonna go back and fix his lips and stuff. Like I said, I don't have the steady hands I used to have. We'll have to go back in with a much smaller brush. But I think we're gonna throw some white around his eyes, just a little bit, because that. Bring out the Joker in him. I'll let that dry for a couple minutes. Give you a few minutes. Remove these. Let's throw on a little bit of music. While that dries, let's do. A little bit of that. Okay, Mr. Joker. Here's where the steady hands come in, and I don't have steady hands anymore. So we're going to do our best, but to add this red to his lips. His lips. Oh boy. Come on. No, 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 no. Holy cow. Oh, way too much paint. Oh my god. A little bit of water. Mix this out. No, that. I'm going to have to retouch that up with that white. That was not supposed to happen. Told you my hands aren't as steady as they used to be. Rinse that brush off. Make sure you always are. That's what the water's there is for. Rinse your brush off. Dry it. These brushes are expensive. I mean, you could pay for one brush probably $25, $30, depending on what it's made out of. Like, I have to go back in with the white. just to touch it up. Just to touch up his face a little bit. And this is why I don't do miniatures no more. Now I gotta let that I gotta let that dry. We gotta let that dry, guys. We gotta let that dry. We're gonna go and we're gonna start adding some green. While that white is drying, so I need to go back over that. We want to get some green in his hair. Like, he really don't care. So where this comes in. And then his little thing. Last build of the channel. Probably last stream. At least for some time. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back again. Maybe I won't. I don't really have my mind made up. I think we need a bigger brush. So as you can see, slowly coming. I used a bigger brush to try to cover up the back quicker, but that brush is so sharp. I use that brush for so many things. I really should have a flat brush for this, but I don't. So we use what we got. A little bit of a Joker. Don't worry, we're going to come back around to that face in a minute. So need a little bit of water on this brush. Get these sides. Definitely doing the Joker feel. Chat is quiet. A little more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Trying to cover up that that red is sometimes can be tough. That's why you really want to do this a neutral color. Not what I did, but that's what I had. Joker, 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 Joker. Get back here. It does not have to be perfect, guys. It really doesn't. You do know that, like, I will have to clear coat the living hell out of this anyhow. Like, it is literally just me. just making sure his hair. I'm a little picky, even though my hands are not steady. Just I want him to read like Joker. You're not going to see a lot of this. It's going to be inside the car. But literally. The Joker. He does have to dry. I literally can't touch anything until that hair dries. Like, I don't think I can even add any more white, which I don't think he needs. He does need, his eyebrows need to be green. I think his eyebrows need to be green. So not steady. Made a final one. You do end up with paint on your fingers. Give me back my white. Give me a little bit more water. Nice thing about water-based paints, they start to dry out, you just add water. Good old Joker. So we still got to do his eyes, but we have to let him dry. So we will set him right here, right in between all the paints. Let's see what I can touch up on his forehead a little bit. Ooh. That was a close call, almost into the red. But the paint is pretty dry right now. See what people are saying in the chat while we're waiting for that to dry. It's almost dry anyhow. They dry pretty quick. I literally think we might have to do a dry brush method on his hair, because I think that's a little dark. I think we need to highlight it with a different green. Let's see what we got. I think we're going to do a highlight of jungle green. Jungle green, jungle green, jungle green, yes. So, he should... a little bit of jungle green. Dry brushed over top of his darker green hair should make it pop. So we don't need a lot. We're going to put a little bit on the paper towel. And we're going to need a flat brush, which... and I guess this one's going to have to do. This one's seen better days. It's like a bright green. It's a little jungle green. Dry brushing is you just want barely, you want it to register like there's hardly any paint on the brush. Then you're going to take his head, and we're going to add highlights. So anything raised will get highlighted. As you can see, starting to highlight. Need a little bit more paint on the brush. Take a little bit off. Adding the highlights brings out all the detail. Pretty freaking cool if you ask me. A little bit more back here on the sides. Miniatures are much smaller than this, and this is why I can't do them no more. But that's the Walking Phoenix Joker laugh. So you all think? We're not using this for anything. We can flip this upside down and get him up there. That's my Joker driver head. My Joker driver head. So That's what you guys get. I have to clear code him, which I'm not doing over here. And I have to clean my brushes. And I have to put away the paints. And he will go into the car, but not on this video. I have to take the roof off the car. I have to take the interior out of the car. I have to undo from inside the driver's head. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to mount him, even though it's hollow, his head, on top of the driver's thing. I want to paint the driver's suit from black to purple. And these are things that I will either do on another stream if I choose to do another stream, or maybe off camera. Like I said, this may end up being my last stream, guys. It depends. If you really want this thing to go, Camaro Boy says, there you go. Simple enough. Yep, simple enough. That's Joker. That's my Joker. As you can see, he is a good old guy. As I'm putting away my paints, so like I was saying, guys, give me 1 minute. Put away my paints. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We are definitely winding down now. This guy will be the head of my driver in my car. I gotta clear coat him. And whether I go back and add some eyeball detail, which I probably won't, but like I can. And then I gotta mount him in, and I gotta paint all the inside and all the other fun stuff that goes around with turning the driver into Joker. This Joker's head is more designed like based off the cartoon. If you're a Batman fan and Joker fan, you know that this Joker is different. The car stickers are designed off of Dark Knight Rises Batman. For Heath Ledger, who's no longer with us, he was a pretty good Joker, but overall he was a decent human being and a good actor. whether I keep streaming or not was the question. Is this the end of the channel? Do I have an answer for you? No, I don't. I really don't. You guys can persuade me that this is worth still doing if you make this video go viral. Or, I'll tell you what, I'll consider still doing videos if you can at least get this video up to 100 views. 100 people need to watch this video. Share it, like it, post it on other things, and you'll help determine whether I continue streaming or not. I have a lot invested in streaming, yes, but it doesn't make me any money, and to keep funding this channel is almost impossible in its current state. Now, if you like painting tutorials and things like that and watching me paint miniatures, I can do that. Miniatures are fairly inexpensive. That can be done. We can discuss that. But with everything going on in my life, this channel may just die. Whether I keep it going or not, I have not decided. Whether it's even worth doing, I have not decided anymore. I literally cannot, I know I cannot fund it. I cannot fund it the way that you RC crazy guys want me to do, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I can still manage maybe once in a blue moon getting something new on here, but it can't be RC stuff. And I know this is Roughneck Adventures, and we could branch out, but you guys have plainly pointed out every time I show you a Renaissance fair or an adventure, it's not something you really want content on. So that leaves me with just very few options. I can't keep bringing you RC stuff because I can't afford it, and that's just where I'm at in life right now. And that brought me to the conclusion that if I can't give you the content you want, and you're not willing to watch the content that I can give you, then the existence of this channel, it'll always exist. I'm not going to delete it, but me doing anything else with this channel probably will stop. And that's the truth. Because the channel doesn't pay my bills. I don't get no money for doing this. I spend a lot of money doing this. So, now the Joker build, I do build stuff that I want to build, but that's where we're at. Sorry to say, this economy and everything has destroyed my finances. So, but like I always say, enough of that. Here's to you. Thank you for supporting me all these years. Thank you for watching my content. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be back again. But if not, remember, get off that chair, walk to the door, and turn the handle. Because you never know what adventure awaits you. Now get out there, play hard, and play dirty. And I'll see you around the globe. Maybe.